guy's like a big deal. I was like, 800 goals is like a lot.
Folks, welcome.
Go Power Ranger. Sorry.
Oh, damn it, Owen.
Let's go, Devils!
I thought once we got below 5 seconds, maybe we'd be all right, but clearly not.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Owen's mom.
Yeah, bye, Owen's grandmother.
You can't make fun of the Stoma people, Brendan.
Why not?
Sorry, Dean. I didn't mean to shit on you.
Score! I just tuned in.
View the first 2 minutes and then shut down your computer.
Hey, I heard that.
You guys are ridiculous.
Folks, welcome to episode 114 of the Bread Loves Hockey podcast, and I am so proud to say that the regular season is officially underway as the Blackhawks and Panthers are duking it out as we speak. They've got about 5.5 minutes, give or take, where which stream you're watching, I suppose, and it felt like a really long off season this year. I don't know about you, Dean, but I'm so thankful, even if I got to watch the Panthers and the Blackhawks.
Yes, and I was jealous when you sent the snap of you watching while I was still at work. But now I get to watch, and I'm checking fantasy. I'm checking fantasy stars. I'm checking the hat trick questions. I'm checking my teams for past the cup. I'm checking my preseason bracket. I'm dialed in on all hockey levels.
Yeah, we just kind of flipped a switch, and now we have all of these things to worry about. In addition to what you mentioned, although I don't have the fantasy stars, but I've got pretty much everything else. I also have the Sin Bingo cards, which were just released today for sign up. So this will be my third season doing that. Gifford's doing it as well. It's Sin Bin, the writers group that covers the Vegas Golden Knights. They have a bingo card based on Vegas that they generate a whole bunch of them, a bunch of randomly generated ones, and then you get prizes if you get the first, I think, 100 bingos, and then the first person to get a full board will get either a playoff ticket or tickets to the season opener for next year, I believe is what it is. So I've never won. Well, actually, last year I did get a sticker, but nice. I haven't, won the big full board prize or anything like that. But it is fun. So I got 2 boards this year, which I didn't intend to do. I think I might have just clicked the button twice, and even though it says it's 1 per email address, I got both of them. So we're just going to see how that goes. That'll be something to keep track of, but it's only for Vegas games, and they don't play until tomorrow night.
Is that free to join, or do you have to pay for the board?
Free.
Nice.
Yep, it's sponsored by a local Vegas company he put in there, but I don't remember.
Is it too late for me to join?
I don't think so. He just
in Bingo 2025.
Yep. Presented by Vegas Night and Day Heating and Cooling. There you go. So, yeah, it's fun. It'll be a lot of stuff to have to look at after every game, with 2 boards, but it'll be fun. Got some crazy ones on there.
The other thing we forgot to mention is also the new season of NHL Faceoff, or I guess Faceoff Inside the NHL, whatever the description is. So have that to look forward to, and to me to have already watched all 6 episodes.
Yeah, I didn't actually binge it. I did think about it, but I didn't end up doing it. I was just doing other things, and I was like, I'm watching some other shows right now, but I definitely will finish that up. So I'm 2 episodes in. I guess we'll just throw up spoiler alert. If you have not yet seen those episodes and want to check those out, we'll talk about the first couple, which the first episode was about Brady Tkachuk, centered around him, and in the light of his brother winning the cup last year, for the first time, and then he's obviously looking to do the same thing with his team in Ottawa. So, Dean, anything jump out at you from the first episode? I don't know how long ago it was that you even watched it, but
I think it was probably Saturday. But
whenever it came out.
No, I have my favorite episodes. You haven't got to either of my two favorite episodes yet.
Hmm.
But the first one, I don't know. It was fine. I mean, it was good. Nothing special, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what stood out to me in that one.
Not a whole lot. It's just like, yeah, you get a little bit more behind the scenes of like, his family's reactions to Matthew lifting the cup, and then they've got the Four Nations face-off with the fight there. So that was kind of
you'll
interesting.
find that they show the Four Nation face-off in basically every episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't be too surprised, especially with the way that they're, ordering it. Like, it's not necessarily episodes are in chronological order. The first episode goes all the way through the full season into the playoffs, and then, the second one is about the off season, and then leading up to Columbus's season, with the Johnny Gaudreau tribute. So that whole episode was centered around Meredith Gaudreau and the family and Columbus's season in general. Which
I thought that was a good episode.
That was a great episode.
I thought I would be more sad from it than I was. Like, they could have really cranked up the sadness, which I'm kind of glad they didn't. Like, they did a good job of like balancing it. Like, I was more sad watching like the opening like puck drop for that season than I was watching this episode. But I mean, I think it was really well done, and like I guess like the emphasis they put on the outdoor game was kind of cool. The way they did that, like,
Yeah.
it's funny because like you watch the season and then the way they kind of not twist the narrative, but like the way they choose to tell the story is kind of interesting. Because I remember like the outdoor game, the big thing was like the final goal Columbus scored was like controversial because of the penalty,
Yeah.
or non-penalty call, but like they're obviously not gonna go into detail on that. So just like I remember last season on Faceoff, there were a couple things I'm like, I don't like the way they kind of twisted this, but so far, or at least, well, and I watched all the episodes, I didn't really see that as much this season, which was nice. Like, I thought they did a better job production-wise and storytelling.
Yeah, I definitely thought about that as well. The no call penalty in that game, because they obviously showed the game winning goal there. I was like, yeah, I didn't expect them to show it, but I didn't think about that. And I do remember at the time it was a big matchup because they were fighting for a playoff spot, the two teams, and it was definitely big for the city for sure, and the Gaudreaus were obviously integral in the festivities, so it was fun watching that back and knowing how exciting it was for the city, and then unfortunately knowing what's coming after this as far as them barely missing out on the playoffs in the last game, and I was rooting for them the whole way. So I was like, man, I just wish there was a little bit better of an ending here. But obviously there's nothing that the documentary is gonna do to change the outcome of the games and whatnot. But that was a great episode overall. I've heard about some of the other episodes, some like loose things, not anything specific, but I am excited for the Jarvis episode for sure. That one seems to be pretty chock full of some interesting stuff. So
yeah,
we'll
I feel like
we'll
there's
stay
no
tuned.
like major scenes like the McDavid screaming in the locker room of season 1, but it's just, I mean, it was overall still a good season. So
Yeah,
we'll continue to discuss as you make your way through it.
I'd imagine by the time we record next week, I will be finished with it. And I probably will watch.
Good.
Well, will I watch some tonight? We'll see how interesting the 8:00 game is, and
Well, that's the Avs and the Kings, right?
well, that's a 10:30 game.
Oh, well, 8:00 for me.
Yeah, 8:30 for you. And then the Rangers and Penguins is the game that's just
that
about
one
to-
I'm not too excited about.
Yeah, so
I feel like the
we'll see.
games get better as the evening moves on. Like, I didn't think the Panthers game would be close, but here we are with a minute left. They're up 3-1, 3-2 still.
Yeah, this has been a good start so far. Pretty interesting game. There was an injury, unfortunately, to Evan Rodriguez, where he was in some serious pain and wasn't able to put weight on his right leg. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. I think there was another Florida player that was injured. Oh, I think Reinhart got hit in the face with a puck, but he's back out there now. So, yeah, not a great start for them, even though they are winning the game as of right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there were a few injuries on Florida and Tampa after that preseason game. Well, I guess both of them. It started with the Thursday game because they played each other 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
So there was the Thursday game where Hagel got hurt, and then the next game Tampa came out and just started bullying. Like, it was like Tampa's just goon squad. It was a bunch of like AHLers against most of the Florida Panthers starters because the Panthers were at home, and they were just like cheap shotting, throwing big hits, pummeling. I don't know what other words you want to use, but racked up 312 penalty minutes in the game. I forget what someone said. It was like a 3-hour and some odd minute game after like all the penalties.
Oh yeah,
just madness.
Yeah, I didn't watch the game live, but I did start to hear about the aftermath, and yeah, I was watching the video of some of the highlights or lowlights, I suppose, with all the different penalties, and yeah, it definitely seemed like in the beginning it was Tampa that was the aggressor and just kind of had these dangerous / bad hits, and then it got more evened out in retaliation with, obviously Florida's got some guys that don't mind throwing the gloves down, and they just signed Noah Gregor to a PTO. He's a big fighter. He had a big fight. Luke Cunnin was heavily involved in some serious scraps. There were some other notable Florida guys that were pretty heavy. I think Balinskis too, a little bit. I mean, it was everybody. Like Tampa was down like 3 guys.
Bench. Yeah, there was just 3 Lightning players on the bench.
Which, yeah, that's crazy. I think they had 6 Tampa players in the box at one time, like 3 people sitting and 3 people standing, which that's crazy.
Yeah. The other crazy thing was they took away a goal. Like,
yeah,
it was only, I forget how many game minutes it was, but it was like 15, 20 like real life minutes after the fact, because they're like, oh, actually one of the guys that like I got an assist was actually ineligible because he had been kicked out of the game or something.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like 8-0 and they brought it back to 7-0 or whatever, so it's not like it was gonna make a difference, but it's just interesting, like setting that precedent, I guess, like, oh yeah, we can just take away goals after they've happened like half an hour later.
Yeah, it was interesting.
And you not take the time back, because normally if you do something like that, it's like, oh, we gotta reset the clock, but they're like, whatever.
Like, yeah,
the goal's gone and we just keep playing.
I don't think it's too unfair to Florida. Yeah, but I guess it was Mikkola had a misconduct and it wasn't informed about it, or there was some miscommunication. We saw that happen in another game where who was it?
I don't know. He didn't speak English, so he just went straight to the bench.
It was a guy on Columbus, I think, Voronkov, maybe. Yeah, it was some Russian player, I believe, who yeah, he just wasn't aware that he wasn't supposed to be out there. So this was a different situation where, yeah, assisted on the goal, and then they somehow realized that he was playing when he shouldn't, and yeah, they took the goal back. So that's definitely never happened before. So yeah, if you were at that game or you were watching that game live, you've probably never seen a preseason game like that. You've probably never seen a regular season game like that. Definitely not a playoff game like that. So that's a reason to tune into the preseason, I suppose. But there were some regular season consequences for the Tampa Bay Lightning, with multiple players getting suspended, and then there were subsequent fines to the team, and I believe John Cooper as well, and no disciplinary action for Florida whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, not to defend Florida because I hate Florida, but most of the instigation was on Tampa's side.
It did seem that way, at least initially. I think they were made, I don't know. Again, only watching the short, recap video here. I didn't watch the full game, so I don't know the full story. But it, I wouldn't be surprised if there were a couple of dangerous hits from Florida that got overlooked. I know we've mentioned it before. That the head of Department of Player Safety is heavily involved with the Panthers, or is related to somebody in the Panthers organization. I can't remember the connection there.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we've mentioned it before, and it seems a little corruption-y, I guess is the
yeah.
I don't know if that's a delicate way to put it, but it does seem like a little bit of a conflict of interest. And I guess that's always gonna be a fan perceived thing because the NHL hasn't come out and said anything, and I'm sure plenty of NHL fans always are gonna hate the team that just won the cup because it wasn't their team, and there's always dirty players on every winning team, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's how much of it is true bias or not, is hard to discern for ourselves, but I personally feel like there's at least some sort of bias going on in favor of Florida for discipline.
Yeah. Speaking of Florida, they have officially won 3-2, and it's funny because Gifford already put his name to claim Chicago on the Pass the Cup, and I put mine second. But I've removed mine, and I'm sure Gifford will remove his shortly as well. But even if they had won, they probably wouldn't hold the cup till Sunday. But
probably not. But doesn't matter. Gifford gets his cup point for Florida. I thought about drafting them, but I did not. I guess we could go over the draft if you want. I think we did that last year. We have the same teams. Or no, we have an additional team this year with Zach participating this season. Because he did not do Pass the Cup last year. He just did hat tricks. So, yeah, it's 6 teams, 5 players, teams per team. Seems a little strange to say it like that, but and then two waiver claims. So, Dean's rocking Carolina, Edmonton, the Rangers, St. Louis, and Philadelphia. I've got Vegas, Washington, Utah, Calgary, and Detroit. Matt with Florida, New Jersey, Los Angeles, Vancouver, and Buffalo. Why did he put Sabres? Colorado, Ottawa, Montreal, Anaheim, and San Jose on Owen's side. Zach with Toronto, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Columbus, and Boston. He able to get them. And Zane with Dallas, Winnipeg, the Islanders, Nashville, and Seattle. So, yeah, lots of us have our favorite team. Me, Owen, Zach, and Zane.
And I guess everyone, we have 2 fans of the Bruins and 2 fans of Vegas, so 4 is the most we could get anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't expect it to go that way, but I did take Vegas first overall. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, I felt like that could work out. Yeah, I was wondering how to find this.
But they do it
account.
differently because you get a point for every day you hold the cup, as opposed to we just do
the
a
games
point for when you win a game.
Yeah, I like our method better, but it is good to just keep track, this way.
I mean, it's a luck-based game anyway, so I get where they're coming from, because they also do, if you have the team that's holding the cup at the end of the year, that's the other points you win, and we did the actual cup winner, so that's less luck-based. So I like the balance we have.
Oh, they just do whoever has it on the last day of the season?
Yeah, so
the
you can
regular
win that
season?
and
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And,
I
Yeah,
like
definitely.
ours better. I think it's more
Me too.
interesting. So it's we didn't directly copy it from them, but we took some heavy inspiration, and we've done that with plenty of other games and quizzes and things. So hopefully no copyright infringements, anything
well,
like
they
that.
probably borrowed it from somewhere else too.
They
so
probably
No
did.
idea is original.
Right, that's right. Um, so yeah, we're done with that, and then hat tricks are underway again this year, and same group coming back. Nothing to report there yet, obviously, but yeah, it'll be fun.
Well,
Fun
Zach
doing
did
that.
not win. Get a hat trick tonight.
Yes, that's the one update we can provide is Zach has officially been eliminated for today. But everybody else is in play. We'll see 5 goals in the first game. That's if all 3 games are 5 goals, then that would work out for me. But everybody else said over 17.5 goals scored for the day with 3 games. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. As we record, I'm sure. I know I got the game pulled up, the next one. I usually try to watch as much as I can on the first day. What else we got? I mean, we have so much, of course.
How about the McDavid extension?
That's a big one. That is a really big one. So we both predicted that he would re-sign with Edmonton, and he does, not necessarily in the fashion that we were expecting. At least I wasn't. I don't think Dean was either. With a 2-year, $12.5 million per extension. So that kicks in next season.
So it's a literal straight up extension because he's already getting paid 12.5. So we're like, no raise for me. Just keep it going.
No raise for Connor McDavid is just, I mean, hats off to him for trying to get his team to win. He's reiterated that I don't know how many times over the offseason and this season now. It's his number one goal is to win the Stanley Cup. No surprise there. So yeah, this is a good way for his team to do that in the short term. And if they're not able to get it done over the course of the next 3 seasons, then he's got a much bigger decision to make. But the Oilers have got to be happy with it. The Oiler fans have to be happy with at least keeping him for now and for the next 3 years is just huge with the money that they're saving, versus what was on the table, which could have been a lot more.
He could have asked for 20.
He could have asked for 20. He absolutely could have, but that's not the way that he is. That's not the way that the league works, and it's not gonna help his team. So
Yeah, and I don't know if pay cut's the right word, but I don't know any player that's ever taken this much of a discount from their true value. It's crazy. But basically
at least
he
not
just gave
superstars, I would say. There's probably some other
anyone.
guys. Tavares took a pretty big pay cut this contract.
But but he's not as good as he was before. It's
He
his
still
value
had
is not as high.
75 points or something last year. I don't know exactly how many, but
Yeah, I still think McDavid's true worth is percentage-wise higher from his contract than Tavares is, but yeah, so it takes a big, again, pay cut, whatever you want to call it, and basically gives Edmonton an ultimatum. He's like, here's this extra cash for 3 years, well, 2 years, I guess,
close.
and this is for you guys to give me talent, and so we can actually make a cup run and be competitive. And if in 3 years you screw it up, or we don't get close to winning a cup, or don't win a cup, then he's out of here. He'll walk probably, and
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, it's fair. He gave him a chance. I don't even know. Edmonton fans are gonna be sad, but can they be mad at him? He's done everything you could ask. He'll have been there 13 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'll win your bet that McDavid will end up on a new team before Matthews.
Hey, you never know.
I said. Wait, I bet. Yeah, I said Matthews. You said McDavid.
It was
Now Matthews and McDavid are free agents at the same time, so who knows?
Could be interesting.
Bidding war. Maybe they flip flop teams.
Oh my God. It's like, remember frickin' Line and Dubois will just elevate it a little bit more with, instead of a second overall pick, and I don't remember what Dubois was, but do that, but with 2 first overall picks in different drafts. Yeah, that would be crazy. It was 74 points in 75 games for John Tavares last year, 38 goals, 36 assists. So I was almost right on the money.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a pretty good year for him. So they definitely got a good discount on his latest deal. It was like 4.3 something. 4.38 million for the next 4 seasons. I mean, he's gonna be, he's 35, but still, I think that's a pretty good bargain for them. Anyways, yeah.
Anyways, with all the money that Edmonton's saving, they gave it to Jake Wallman.
They spent
7
it.
years, $7 million.
Yeah. I think they made out pretty well with this one. It's not like, I mean, Wallman is a little bit of a late bloomer, so it's tough to say, exactly how well this will pan out. But $7 million, again, we're still a little bit skewed. I don't think it's that terrible for him. Good for the player for sure.
Yeah.
At his age, he's almost 30 to get a 7-year deal. That's probably going to be one of his last contracts. So good on him to get that. This is locking up a defenseman, which Canadian teams, like, their defense always seems to be scrutinized a ton. So this one might be a contract that fans look at in a few years. Are like, man, we gotta get out of this Wallman contract. But I don't know. I don't necessarily think it will be.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
They also made a trade for Connor Ingram. We forgot to mention that in last week's episode. They trade nothing away. They just trade future considerations to Utah to pick him up. So I believe he'll be starting with the AHL to start the season. I don't know if he was on their opening night roster or not. But I would imagine he would probably be starting in the AHL, and they would keep going with Skinner and Pickard for now.
First thing when I Google Yahoo Sports, Connor Ingram is not the Edmonton Oilers savior. I don't know. He could be. I'm optimistic.
He could be. I mean, he's looked decent, when he's been able to play. He was recently in the Players Assistance Program for dealing with OCD. I hope he's, gotten the help that he needs, and he's still probably working through that. But yeah, good to get him in the organization. I'm a little surprised Utah just traded him away. They also retained some salary. I think a part of it is just doing right by the player. But yeah, they obviously should have gotten an asset for him, at least in my opinion. So that's too bad for Utah fans.
Yeah, well, I was saying like in my preseason bracket, I have Edmonton winning this year. I had them winning last year, but this year for real.
For real.
And I'm like, hey, if Ingram can get back in the league, he was a good goalie in Arizona. Like, if he can get back to playing like that, and Edmonton finally has a good goaltender, like a consistent one, that'll make a big difference for them. So.
Oh yeah. He was not listed as one of the goaltenders on the opening night roster, so that's what I had figured. But yeah, he'll start in the A, and then I'd imagine one of these guys is not going to have a great start. That just seems to be the trend over the last couple of seasons, and hopefully we get a call up, and then who knows, could be playing his way into potentially a starting role depending on how the season plays out. But yeah, that's why we watch, right? It'll be a lot of fun. I think that's it for the Edmonton news, but we do have a couple other recent signings, as well as a recent trade, so I'll go through that quickly. It's a couple of big boys trading places, trading cities. Zach McEwen heads to New Jersey in exchange for Curtis McDermott going to Ottawa. So there were some jokes I saw online about how Ottawa kind of got pummeled by Toronto a little bit in a preseason game, and then they go and trade for McDermott, who's a big physical player. I thought that was kind of funny. But I don't know. I think I like McDermott's upside a little bit more than McEwen's, at least offensively. I think they're pretty comparable, but it's an interesting, just straight up 1-for-1 hockey trade. We don't always get a ton of those for NHL player, like regular roster players, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
We get plenty of those for just prospects and things, but fun. Former Avalanche player in McDermott.
I'm trying to see if that's all the trades. Let's see. And then we got today. Oh no, not today. 2 days ago. Grunstrom Guriev traded to Flyers by Sharks.
Oh yeah, they acquired
Flyers acquire Grunstrom and Guriev from the Sharks for Ryan Ellis and a 6th round pick.
Yeah, so San Jose gains a 6th round pick. They take on Ryan Ellis's contract. He's not going to be playing in the NHL, but they take his contract, and then they get rid of a couple of lower end prospects that weren't really panning out. Which, I mean, yeah, they have so many highly ranked prospects. It's not too surprising that they're trying to shave off some of the lower ones, just to I'm sure they're gonna get more good talent this season, maybe at the trade deadline, obviously at the draft as well. So decent little move for roster management there.
And there's some other signings we haven't covered. I don't think we talked about, the Philip Gustafsson signing hadn't happened yet last week. So that's kind of just, 5 years, $6.8 million per for Gustafsson and the Wild.
I don't know if I'd actually seen that one. Yeah.
Yep. I guess it wasn't anything crazy. It's like, yeah, this is a goalie that deserves that kind of money, and that term seems fine, but who knows with goalies? So it's like, I don't know. Compared to the other signings we've had, it's nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
seems fine for both player and team.
I would say my only concern would be that you have Wallstedt, who's coming up, and he's like expected to be the up and coming guy. I don't think he's not gonna play in a starter's role this season, but if he ends up panning out like really well, might be tough to have a backup for like nearly $7 million per.
But Wallstedt won't be an RFA until the 27-28 season. Okay. So then, by then, if he's your starter, like he's making $2.2 million now. If he's your starter, then he gets the big pay, and then I guess you have two goalies you're spending a lot on for 4 years, which is still kind of a lot, but
it's a little bit. It's a little bit more
having
palatable.
2 good goalies isn't the biggest issue. You can do 1A, 1B, or you can trade trade Gustafsson, because there's always teams that need goalies.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you're right. It's not too bad actually. So all right. Yeah, I'm with it then. I think Gustafsson has proven that that he should be the starter in the past. Battling with Fleury at the tail end of his career, and I don't think Fleury should have been starting. So yeah, I think this could work out then, and good for both team and player to get that one done. Mm-hmm. Let's see, we got some other minor ones.
Did you see Matt Grzelcyk signed? He was on a PTO.
Yes, he did. So he was on the PTO with Chicago, and he does sign a 1-year deal, $1 million per.
It's great for Chicago. He'll help you for $1 million. He'll
Yeah.
be in your lineup.
Yeah, I am a little
He's only
surprised.
31. He's still good.
I'm a little surprised that, like, some of the other playoff potential teams didn't take a crack at him and that he had to, go through a professional trial. Like, I didn't think he was that
I'd
bad.
take him back for $1 million.
Yeah. I would be pretty happy with him on my team, too. So, that good on him to turn a PTO into a deal. We mentioned Noah Gregor as well, did the same thing. And Adam Ernie with Dallas earns himself a 1-year league minimum deal after signing a PTO.
And then I guess while we're talking about PTOs, Lucic was on a PTO with the Blues, and I guess he got hurt, so his PTO is over, and basically they're going to rehab him in St. Louis, try to get him back to 100%, and then reconnect on an in-season PTO to get him up and running to see where he's at.
Oh,
which is like at this point, I would just give up on him. Like, he's injury prone. He's kind of a PR nightmare now. Like, how old is he? He's old. Like, I don't know why teams are still kind of like, are you that desperate?
Maybe it's just a Jim Montgomery thing. Reconnecting
like, he
with an
wasn't even on the
old.
Bruins when Jim Montgomery was there. I mean, other than the couple games when we got him back, but
Yeah. No, you're right.
I don't know.
There wasn't much overlap there. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems all these clubs do it. They like their guys, their veterans, even if there's off ice problems or they're just generally not very good anymore. It's like you see that nameplate on the back of their jersey, and you're like, that's gonna sell some tickets. It's gonna sell some jerseys. Maybe people will be excited for that, even if on paper it's like this is not the best choice.
Yeah. Well, while we're talking about the Blues, did you see former St. Louis Blues star winger TJ Oshie has joined the ESPN studio to be a game analyst for this season?
I did see that. Yeah, that's exciting. Good for him.
I'm excited to see him. I'm glad he's still in the sport because, I mean, he could have probably played longer, but he had back issues and all that, so it's good to see him hanging around, and I'm sure he'll be good at this job. So
Yeah,
nice to see him on the crew.
Yeah, we're starting to see more and more players that we have watched play the game that are now in the booth. Like, Pat Maroon as well has spent some time in the booth, and
Subban, who's been there.
Subban, yep. Messier, no. At least
I was like, Chris Pronger I never watched.
Yeah, no. Shane Knighty, you might have watched him a little bit.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's fun. There were some other announcements for ESPN renewing a bunch of contracts for their commentators. Bob Wischusen, Emily Kaplan got extended. Leah Hackstall as well, unfortunately, with an extension. There were a bunch of other folks that got new contracts, but I was excited for Bob and for Emily, especially. Bob is probably one of my favorite national broadcasters, and I hope that they give him the role for the later series, in the playoffs, like the conference finals and the finals, because I've expressed so many times I just don't care for Sean McDonough that much, although I did think he was a little bit better this past season. Still, I much prefer Wischusen.
Yeah. Also, Shane Knighty, I was like, that does sound familiar. He played in 3 playoff games the year the Bruins won the Cup.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He had 7 penalty minutes.
Yeah, he wasn't a great defenseman, but
he was on the Bruins in 07, 08, 08, 09, and then went to the Wild and then came back to the Bruins. But I'm like, I didn't watch until basically like the Cup run year.
Yeah. So you might have seen him.
Yeah, maybe.
You definitely didn't know who he was.
No. I guess that's all the big signings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, at this point, we're getting pretty close to the season, so we're not going to get a ton more free agents. Like, still haven't seen Roslovic sign. He was like the big UFA forever. It's like, oh look, who's gonna win the Roslovic sweepstakes? Because everyone else has been picked clean. There aren't a ton of other big names. Tatar is still a UFA.
Ooh.
Nikolai Kovalenko, Jan
Tatar
Ruda.
seems like the kind of guy that would do a PTO.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I could see that. Like, yeah, coming back to New Jersey or some other place that he's been before. Lauko is out there. Jimmy Vesey, he's bounced around quite a bit. James Reimer was on a PTO and he got released from it from the Maple Leafs. Craig Smith, another former Boston player. Yeah, so there's not a whole lot out there. And also Holtz just re-signed with Vegas. He was an RFA, and he signs for $2 million or not $2 million, 2 years, 874,000 K, 1,000 K. Gosh, 874,000. Which that's fine. I wasn't expecting a big payday for him, and yeah, we're kind of expecting that he would be announced, like his deal would be announced after the news broke that Pietrangelo was going on long-term injured reserve and that he would be not playing in the playoffs. So that has officially been announced. So he signed that. It's with the NHL and the NHLPA. They all agree, including the player, that he will not be participating in the playoffs this year. So that means the full cap hit is relieved for Vegas. So no shenanigans there, and that opens up the room for the team to then sign Holtz. And I think maybe they had signed Jeremy Davies in principle as well, and that didn't go through until now. Maybe not, but. Yeah, I think that's kind of what was happening there.
Yeah. So now the interesting one. We also heard the terminology was season-ending long-term injured reserve versus long-term injured reserve.
Okay. Yep.
So SEIR is what Pietrangelo is. Just
Gotcha.
adding to the acronym.
Why not? Why not?
So the other SELTIR that we'll keep an eye on is the Barkov one.
Yeah, no announcement on that one.
I'm sure they'll wait as long as they can to be sure. You don't want to, rule him out for the playoffs and then be like, oh, he's actually recovering quicker. But I forget where I heard this, but someone was saying that like generally they'll kind of overestimate the recovery time because like hockey players are competitive and they want to like beat it. So it's like if they say 8 to 9 months, and it's like they can theoretically be like 7, 8 if like they're ahead of schedule. It's doable though. But if you tell them 7, 8 and they try to rush back in 5 to 6, then that's not good. So.
Yeah.
And I guess also if you're like a GM, you want to you don't want to get fans all excited and then let them down or whatever. Like you'd rather say 8 to 9. If he comes back sooner, that's a welcome surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the way that he's been kind of acting, he was at the ceremony where they gave out all the championship rings, which those things look pretty cool. They had the whole "we apologize to no one" on there quote from Sam Bennett. So he was walking up. He's supposed to be wearing crutches, and he like kind of hobbled up to go accept it, and it's like you can just tell. He doesn't think that he's out of it yet. That's my just impression based on who he is as a player and a person. Like if he thinks that he can make it back for playoffs, then I wouldn't be too surprised. So I am leaning towards him coming back at some point this season. Personally. Just seems
season or play like anytime like regular season or
no, probably not regular season. Maybe, but I think it wouldn't really benefit them unless it's like he comes back in February or something. I don't know. That seems
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't think.
I'll say probably not playoff or not.
Yeah, I think
regular season.
playoffs, and it depends how far Florida makes it. Like, I think first round there'll probably be talks about maybe he can come back, but like he won't. And then assuming they get to the second round, it's
Game
gonna be like he'll
one.
be closer.
Yeah. In
I don't even think
Florida.
the second. Like, I'm just completely throwing it out there.
Oh,
But I'd
yeah.
say third round.
Third
comes
round,
back.
he makes it. Yep. Scores the goal in the first game or whatever.
Unless it's like a game 7, second round or something.
Oh, yeah. We need you. We need you now more than ever. Yeah, who knows? Lots of games to be played. We'll see if we get an announcement on that anytime soon. Again, I don't think either of us are expecting it.
Yeah, now that we've been waiting around for the season to start, now we can wait around for the playoffs to start. Yay!
Yeah. Now we're in the playoff waiting room. No, there's so much fun to be had in the regular season. I know there are people who only tune in for the playoffs when it comes to hockey, or they tuned into the Four Nations Faceoff last year, and maybe the Olympics this year too will be, or next season, next year I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had in the regular season for sure. So, if you're apprehensive about checking it out, maybe watch some local hockey first, see if you're really into it, and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
You know who played a ton of regular season hockey games, Dean?
Who?
Big Z, Zdeno Chara, number 33, will be hanging in the TD Garden rafters this season as, yes, he will have his number retired by the Boston organization. Dean, your thoughts?
Well deserved. It seemed like it was inevitable, but apparently Chara was quite shocked when he heard the news.
Yeah, they did. They had a video and of Neely telling him, and he was like, "Oh, like no." They're like, see right up there. We got a space there, and we're gonna put your number there. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't see the video, but yeah, the quote was, it was quite surprising to me. I had no idea that it was coming. As you saw, I was quite shocked. Obviously, it is a huge honor. I never imagined coming to Boston that one day I am going to have my jersey retired and hanging in the rafters. It's such a privilege. And then Don Sweeney was like, let's be honest, he shouldn't have been that surprised. Which is like, yeah, like him and Bergeron's like automatic jersey retirement.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, it's nice. Like, they just brought him back into onto the team in like a management type position. So it seemed like a good time to be like, also look up there.
Yeah. Well, he was joking with Neely, but in the video after it, he was like, I thought you were calling me in for because I'm in trouble for something. Like, I'm a week into the job and I'm already doing something I'm not supposed to. It's like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm sure that was it. Z. Yeah, you've got his number up in your rafters there, and I actually don't have a Chara jersey. That would be one I'd like to get at some point. Yeah,
it was a free jersey from my cousin. He's like, I'm never gonna wear this. I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
I wish I knew your cousin. Yeah, so that's great. No surprise there for me, really.
Nope.
And yeah, just great for the player and the team. You want to go over the Bruins, a little bit?
Yeah. So they made their final roster cuts, and basically, as far as players on the roster that were like maybe not super surprising, but also not like locks, like Husnudinov made it, Fraser Minton.
Mm-hmm.
I guess those are the big ones.
Kastelik, maybe.
Yeah, and like I guess the guys we traded for, like Pietrangelo, like Isamont, and then defense Jokiharju.
Traded for him.
Jordan Harris. He could probably be the 7th defenseman. And then besides that, the other 5 were all starters last year. No surprises with the goaltending.
No.
As far as cuts, Patra was cut, but I guess according to Boston.com, Blummel, however you say his name, was more of a surprise because Patra can just go between teams, like not get waiver claimed, but
Oh,
Blumel cannot. So I guess this has given both his upside and the Bruins' evident need for some middle six scoring punch. Like it was a bit of a surprise. He was the AHL's leading goal scorer last year with 39 goals. So he stuck around in the preseason for a bit. 4 games, led the team in shots with 14 and 13 individual scoring chances. But I don't know. This team has so many young guys and like I don't know, fourth liners as we've joked about before. So I'm sure that there's gonna be moves back and forth a lot, especially in like the first month or two. So I'm not
yeah.
too worried. Like I mean, Liesel is still hanging around. I don't know what we're doing with him, but there's some other options. So we'll see as we get into the season
Yeah.
what happens. But I'm not too concerned about the choices yet. So
Yeah, again,
that's really
early.
all I got for thoughts so far.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Veal or Jeffrey VL or Veal. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think it's just Veal, but I don't. I mean, again, I don't know much about some of these guys. Like they've played some games. Like some of these guys have played in the NHL with the Bruins, but like not a ton.
Yeah,
Because again,
Veal
after the
didn't
trade
play.
deadline last year, we had some spots to fill. So there were like Husnadinov was up playing some games and a couple other young guys. So I've seen them a bit, but like I'm one of the exciting aspects of this season is to like get to watch a lot of these young guys and see how they develop and what kind of potential talent we have in the pipeline. So
Yeah, I mean that's gotta be what this season's about. Unless you're expecting that they're gonna retool and make the playoffs, which maybe that's still how
we'll see where we're at near the
they're
deadline.
thinking. Yeah, I think that's wishful thinking for sure. So, yeah, definitely it'll be a season where you're probably getting a bunch of different call ups and things and maybe waiver claims and all that stuff. So, yep, good. No major surprises for them. And then for Vegas, really nothing shocking there. Cole Reinhardt makes the team, which maybe is a little bit of a surprise, but I don't really know who else. Maybe Connolly would have been the player I would have slotted in there instead. And then, Jeremy Davies making the roster. They've got 8D with Hutton and Davies, and then Hannafin, Korzak, Lauzon, McNabb, Theodore, and Whitecloud, which all makes sense. And then Hill and Schmid. So, no real major surprises. I'm just pretty happy with the group for the most part, and excited to see them in action tomorrow night. But yeah, I don't really have anything interesting for them.
Got both our teams playing tomorrow.
Yep.
Hence why we're recording tonight.
Yeah, and both playing on Thursday as well.
Yeah, and are yours both late games?
Yeah.
Yep, both 10 o'clock for you.
Yeah.
I
Well.
got 5:30 and a 5.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Let's see. When I don't have a non 10 o'clock game until oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Maybe like the 25th. I can't see what date that is, or what time frame it is. But yeah, not great. I have the calendar saved, but the start time for a couple of them was cut off by my apps, so I can't see it.
I guess I can also mention that me and you are playing each other this week in fantasy hockey.
Oh yeah.
You see, I updated my team name to kind of fit with the theme of the other teams.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, then I'll let you see.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to download the app earlier, and it was not doing well.
We've got Bread's Baked Goods
Oh.
and Timmy Stew's Soup Shop.
And Hagel's
So I decided
Bagels.
to go with Hagel's Bagels. And then I even got this logo. I had ChatGPT make it.
Oh my goodness.
It's a little bagel holding a hockey stick. Look how happy he
Yeah,
is.
he's pretty cute, actually.
Of course, Hagel is day to day still after the preseason shenanigans, but
Oh,
that
yeah.
is my team, and both our projections have dropped, but I'm at 121 and you're at 131, so we shall see.
I did set a couple of my lineups like beyond today, so maybe that's part of
Yeah.
it. I set
I think
like
I
the
might
next 2
have
days.
two on the app. I don't know, I feel like the app and the website are so different, but somewhere on the app it said how many games we each have like this week, like players
Oh.
games, I guess. And I think you had 31, I had 29, but now I'm at 30 and you're at 31. So
Yeah, I'm sure it changes every time we swap somebody in that was on the bench.
and I feel like it hasn't, like I've tried to change something today and I went on the website just now and it didn't update, so I had to like update it again. So it's been kind of finicky. I remember it being better like a decade ago when I did this. So I don't know. Maybe it's because they have their premium one now they have to buy, so they make the free one crappy.
That's just the way things are going. The enshittification, as you will. Yeah, I downloaded the app and then I tried signing in multiple times and it just kept giving me an error. So I was like, screw this. I'm not dealing with this right now. I can still use the
and
computer.
I put Drake Batherson on IR and like wasn't letting me add another player without dropping someone, and today it worked. So I don't know if it just like took time to work, because like I put him on IR and then if I go into my team it still showed him like in a winger position. So yeah, it's been kind of annoying, but
Not a great start.
yeah,
But who knows how bad it could be if we were on ESPN. You never know.
right. Yeah, and we each have one player playing the rest of tonight. I have Carlson going against your Shesterkin right now.
Yep. I got 1.75 right now from Shesterkin.
There you go. I thought you just had 2 points last I looked.
Well, maybe I just lost some.
Maybe they just scored. I don't know.
I think not.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe they took a save away because he had 8 saves at one point. And they just took one away.
That's possible.
Well, talking about the Penguins,
Yeah.
they're going to reveal a new third jersey on Thursday.
Yeah, just a on ice reveal, I guess. I don't know how early before the game that they're gonna actually reveal them, but it'll be a new third yellow jersey. The last third yellow one that they had was pretty bad. It was just like so dark yellow and just like that one just did not work. I see that one for sale frequently on the hockey jersey subreddit. It's just not a big draw, but I'll be excited to see what they do this time. I liked the diagonal word mark that they brought back. That was the one they were rocking with for a little bit, and I'm usually not a big word mark guy, but I thought it looked decent for them. So I guess that one's going by the wayside. So yeah, we don't have any jersey photos to show this week. We had a good run, but we do still have some jersey news, I suppose. And I still keep hearing the rumors about a Nordiques throwback jersey for Colorado. I think it's just going to be a straight up like blue Nordiques again, and maybe they'll just throw the Avs logo on the shoulders. That's my expectation. We'll see what actually happens with that, but no official announcement yet from the team. But I'm expecting that one any day now. So yeah, nothing huge to report there other than news to come. We're really just announcing the announcement more or less, except we don't have the date for the announcement. Oh well. This is what we do for Jersey News. At least that's what I do. Like, mark your calendar for the announcement.
Mm-hmm.
And Rangers are rocking their Centennial jerseys right now. then I think they look pretty
They
good on
do,
ice.
as I thought, don't look as bad on the ice.
I think they look pretty sharp. I like
Yeah, just
Shesterkin's
something-
mask too.
Oh, Penguin scored.
Oh, yep. That's not great
Was
for me.
Carlson on the ice?
Uh,
He didn't do anything. It was like off the face-off.
I'm not
Oh,
seeing
I
him in
see
the hug
Letang
there.
back there.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know who Letang's D partner is.
It might be Carlson. I'm not very familiar with their defensive pairings. I'll be transparent on that one. I don't know.
Mm.
I'm just watching.
Oh,
the replay.
Brazeau scored.
Attaboy, Brazeau. Oh, that's kind of a nifty little goal there too.
Is plus minus one of our stats? I forget.
Um,
I don't even know.
don't think so. Let me take a look.
Oh, so then it doesn't matter because we definitely didn't get an assist.
Plus, minus. No.
Goals, assist, penalty, power play. Yeah, so it doesn't even matter. Okay.
Nope.
That's good. I think plus minus is dumb anyway.
Yeah. Well, it still hasn't dropped. Maybe this the page hasn't refreshed. Oh yeah, now he's down to 1, 1 point.
Nice.
Anywho, how'd everything go with this week's installment of Dean's Den?
Well, since it's Tuesday, we only have one game to report because I have one tonight.
Oh yeah.
But the Ice Monkeys last week we lost 4-1, and this Sunday we won 4-1.
Ooh yeah.
I am still goalless. If we look
Oh.
at the roster here. Oh, why does this roster look so weird? Team stats. Oh, it's a little different. We've scored 5 goals as a team from 5 different people. So spreading the love.
I like that.
But this last team we played just on Sunday, there was like it was one of the teams, the Ice Dogs that we played before, but there was only like one guy that was like from the team last year. It was like a bunch of new people
Oh.
that are like, some of them couldn't really skate, and they also just kind of like chippy, like stick checking and stuff, pretty aggressive, and also like at our level, if you're kind of like if you're like in front of the net, you can kind of like push a little bit to like get room. But like if someone's skating at you, you'll kind of just like not move out of the way, but like play the puck and then kind of like avoid collisions. But these guys would just like stand their ground, and like
Oh.
I got caught a couple of times because I skate with my head down because there's no body checking, and like so the first video is this guy, like no, there were like these things don't get called because it's like subtle enough, but just like a little elbow.
Oh.
Like you can just see like again head down obviously,
Yeah.
and just a little
Little shake off there, right into your
Yeah.
chin there.
yeah, and there's some big guys on this team, so there's
Yeah,
a
he
bit of
didn't-
that happening.
He didn't look like a small dude, and you're not a small guy either.
No. And then the other thing I was going to show is our fourth goal was a power play goal. Our power play right now, after 2 games, 33%.
Hey.
Our penalty kill, 50%.
Oh. Well,
Those will definitely
normalize.
level out as our power play drops to like 5%.
Yeah.
And the PK moves up. But just like good puck movement.
That's what we like.
Yeah. How power play should be. This puck retrieval. We did a good job like playing to the point too. Get pucks deep.
Yep.
Puck
Nobody really
retrieval,
there.
Back up to the point, kinda. Maybe.
Yeah.
Ready for this? My laser shot so hard I knocked that guy over.
Wow.
And then backdoor
Tap in. Yup.
Yeah.
Way to go,
Just
Dean.
how we drew it up.
Yeah. Looked like he
That was
broke
a great
him.
pass, though.
It's
Now,
like,
this is honestly like a pretty impressive goal because look at like this pass, like saucer pass. It like just lands on a stick. Those are so hard to corral.
oh yeah. Yeah, beautiful pickup there for sure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the goalie left like the whole net open, but just getting the puck on net. I had one where it was like backdoor and it was rolling, and I tried to just kind of like swat it with my backhand. It just went straight up because the puck was on edge. So like, yeah, it's not. Some of those goals aren't as easy as they look.
No.
Yeah, playing definitely gives you appreciation for like the NHL. Even like me getting knocked over there, it looks like it's in slow motion, but it's like I kind of felt that. And it's like imagine the NHL where like on TV it looks like a hard hit. Like how that must feel.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't seem like something that I would want to be on the receiving end of for sure. Even the beer league one there, like, man.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm
Well,
just
I
not
don't
a
wear like a
physical
mouth
person.
guard because I'm not expecting contact. It's just like my teeth are a little rattled.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but I guess we can give a preview for tonight's game. So again, we lost 4-3 in the shootout. And tonight we are playing Nulite, Nulite.
Nulite. All right.
They lost their first game 4-1. Seems to be a trend there with these games. To the Vectors.
The Vectors.
So, I mean, it's only been one game, so either you're
Not much data.
undefeated or winless, so
Yeah.
it's hard to know. But yeah, we will, I guess, have an update for that next week.
Yeah, we might have two updates for two different games.
Or 3 if we record Wednesday.
Right.
We'll have
right. Well,
two
I mean,
Tuesdays and the Sunday.
Yeah, 2 for that league. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess surprisingly we don't have a ton to really talk about because we're so close. It's like now everything's dropping like now, but it's like, the big
Right.
off season is officially over, so now,
Preseason stuff is done. The regular season stuff has just begun.
yeah, so we don't really have a ton to go over with literally one game and a period in the books. Which I think we had a similar issue, well, not issue, but just we had a similar experience last year starting off the regular season where it's like, yeah, we were kind of just caught in the middle of it, and there's only so much we can really discuss other than what we've been talking about all off season with our predictions. We did get some more predictions in today. Chandler made his bracket, and unsurprisingly, he's got the Devils going all the way, facing off against the Wild in the finals. So that's a crazy one for sure. He's also got the Kraken making it as a wild card 1, and the Sharks making it as a wild card 2.
Wow.
Oh, and the Sabres a wild card 1, and the Red Wings a wild card 2 in the East. So, yeah, this would be a pretty crazy one. But again, like I said last week, if you're trying to get 100%, like you kind of have to go off the board, at least based on what happened last year, because it just doesn't play out the way that it should on paper. It just doesn't. Like, you have to expect the unexpected, but doing it the right way is like obviously the hardest part,
Yeah. Elliot Friedman has a rule that he can't have all the teams that made the playoffs last year to make the playoffs again. Because always at least one like gets knocked out and it's like not expected.
For sure.
I forget. I think he said like the West. I forget if it was the West or the East. That like he's like it's hard. I think it was the East. He's like it's hard to pick a different team.
Yeah,
than the ones that made it.
It is.
I guess like the Rangers are like the obvious one. I guess.
Yeah, I did not have the Rangers.
But I think he had the
in mind.
Devils being out, and I was like, I think the Devils are gonna be better. I don't know.
That it's really just a matter of like health, I think, with the Devils for the most part.
Yeah.
So I could see that being their downfall. I don't know. I think Gifford made his. Yeah, Gifford's got Stars versus Devils, but he's got the Stars taking it. No real crazy picks, except for he does have the Bruins as a wild card one.
Wild card 1. Wow.
Yeah, and Red Wings as the 3 seed in the Atlantic. That's a little bit spicy. Oh, he's got the Preds as the 2 seed. Maybe this is his. Maybe this is his one from last year. Now that I'm thinking about it, like this, I think he might not have changed his yet because the Predators being in there, that seems a little too far out for him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ryan made his Edmonton versus Carolina, where we've seen that before, and Edmonton as the champs. Dean also has that. Nothing too crazy with his as far as teams making it. It's pretty close to last year, other than Utah instead of St. Louis. Everyone else, and the Rangers.
Well, Zach technically made his,
Instead of
he's
Ottawa.
like just copy it from the year before.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he had actually changed his or not, but no, it doesn't look like it. And Zane going with Tampa Bay over Colorado, a rematch of the 2022 Cup final. And he's got the Islanders making it and actually beating the Hurricanes in the first round this time. He's hopeful. That's really his own. Oh, he's got Nashville again. He does have Nashville as a wild card too. He believes in Barry Trotz, which will be his downfall. We'll see. I don't know. They could maybe turn it around. I don't know. It's so tough with how many veterans they have that would need a big bounce back year. So I think that's most everybody. I don't know if this one from your dad is old or not.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, those are our little groups predictions, and it's just always fun. I always have fun making those and seeing how wrong I am at the end of the year. But it's a fun little thing to keep track of, and then we obviously do the playoff brackets when the official teams are all finalized. So we'll definitely do that again this year. I don't know, Dean. I don't think I have much else.
No, I think that's all I got.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you've not done so already. Again, we're trying to hit that 100 subscriber mark, so please share with anyone who you think has not subbed yet, and get on them to do that. And we will be talking more regular season hockey next week.
See ya.
See ya. How do I manage to spill even with the frickin' easy sipper? I'm a special breed.